All right. Good evening. My name is Jim McEntee. I'm the Math and Business Director here at the best school district in New York, Webster Schools. Welcome to our YEA Investor Panel. We have a great event for you tonight. Thank you all for being here. Our scholars, all sitting over here, have spent the last year getting ready for this culminating event, and soon they'll be making their pitch to our very distinguished panel of investors. The program tonight cannot exist without the hard work of our staff and our community partners, so I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge and thank them for their participation. First off, I wanted to thank Mr. Nikita for our program assistant, who did so much to help us get ready for tonight. I also wanted to take a minute to thank all of our investor panelists. They run great local businesses and have worked to share their experience and expertise with all of our scholars. We're going to work our way across the panel to do introductions. First off, closest to me is Mr. Barry Howard, who is the president of the Webster Chamber of Commerce. Seated next to him is Mr. Jerry Christopher from State Farm. Seated next to him is Vittorio Romantini from Marina Dodge. Seated next to him is Miss May Chickeno from Family First Credit Union. Next to her, we have Mr. Ben Austin from West Her. Next up, we have Mr. Bill Bolter of Bolter Industrial Contractors. Next, we have Mr. Brian Benedict from Reliant Community Credit Union. Next up, we have Mr. Brian Neenan, who has a kind of important job here in Webster. He's our superintendent. And next to him, we have Miss Annabelle Weiss, who is representing the Webster chapter of FBLA. And next to her, we have Mr. Adam Watson, who is representing the Webster Thomas chapter of FBLA. I also wanted to thank all of you as parents for giving us such great scholars to work with. Shortly, we will have all of our entrepreneurs come up, give their presentation of their business plans, and solicit investments from our panelists. Our investors tonight will be awarding their money to the businesses they feel are well-planned, viable, and will resonate with customers. The investors may choose to support one or more startup businesses with their investment. The choice is up to them, just like in the real world. Soon our businesses will bravely face our panelists and make their pitch, followed by a brief question and answer period. We'll work to keep the event moving tonight because we have 18 presentations to get through. Our businesses are all competing to go on to the next round, where they will compete in the Saunders Scholars Regional Competition at RIT. The considerations for this scholarship aren't just the merits of the idea, but the likelihood of success and the ability to answer questions about their business. This looks at the overall presentation and impression that they give. The winner is not selected based on the dollar amount they requested or are awarded. The award is solely based on their presentation. YEA semifinalists from around the world will compete in that competition. This is a great opportunity, and there are tons of scholarships available to them. Before we get started, I also wanted to let you know that we're live streaming our event tonight on the interweb. For us, that means that we'll need the microphones for our presenters and for our panelists. Make sure that we're talking into them and be as clear as possible. That shouldn't be that hard for our presenters because they've been practicing so much. And if we could just take a moment to make sure that we also silence any electronic devices that we have with us tonight. We have an exciting evening ahead, and we're going to get started. And we're going to introduce our first business, JJS Services. So come on up.
Hello, Sharks. I hope everyone's doing well. My name's Sean Myers.
And my name is Jonathan Schmidt, and we are JJS Services.
So we are a landscaping window screen service repair. We offer the least expensive prices and the biggest variety of work.
We are seeking $1,200 in exchange for 25% decrease in price for any quote for the rest of your lives. This donation will help us expand our business, so maybe one day we'll be the ones cutting your lawn.
We are two hardworking individuals that take pride in our work. We're trying to expand our reputation, so we need your help.
Our slogan is to invest in none other than the best, JJS Services. We put our customers first with satisfaction guaranteed. We say this because we believe our customer is always right, and we won't leave the property without exceeding the customer's expectations. We want your house to look just as good as you do.
Our business mainly focuses on landscaping jobs such as mulching, bush trimming, edging, yard cleanups, concrete restoration, and mobile screen repair.
Wow, Sean, that's a big variety there. Are you sure this will last?
Of course, we've adapted many skills from prior jobs, so we're trying to offer the biggest variety of work we can. We'll differentiate us from the rest of the market, because who wants to go through the hassle of messing with multiple contractors if you just go through us and you get it done for a fraction of the price?
We may only be 18, but we have big dreams for this business. Our goal is to make $15,000 by the end of the summer. We target every homeowner and business owner within a 15-mile radius. We do anything to please the customer. We believe it is more important to make good relationships than make good money.
So I'll be attending college next year, so John will try and grow the business till I get back. I want to keep this business alive for part-time work in the future.
I would love to see where this could take us. Sean will be going to school for accounting, so he'll be able to help out on the financial side of things while I can take over the job sites.
So as of right now, our biggest competitors are companies like Thomas Landscaping and Fine Line Window Service Provider. These are two of the top businesses in our market, but we take the advantage with a variety of work and pricing.
We are like no other company. We bring the business right to your door and will have the job started within a week. We have plenty of employees that are willing to work and strive to be as fast as we can at starting the job. We are less expensive compared to most screen repair companies, and we deliver the screen right to your door.
Sharks, let's be honest, we're getting lazier and lazier. We want things to be easy, so who wouldn't want to replace our nasty ripped screens if it comes right to your door?
We target everyone within a 15-mile radius that is looking for a screen repair or a property prep-up. Our clients are now mainly elderly or the working class that cannot do so.
We try to keep our prices most affordable because we want our customers to be happy. That makes us happy. We want Webster to look nice. So let's help you make your home look beautiful and make Webster the place that's worth living.
Our marketing strategies right now are flyers and word of mouth. We try to exceed expectations, so our work does our marketing for us. We have an order coming in with yard signs and business cards for this upcoming season.
We only have a few marketing strategies, so we're looking to find other ways to spread our name, JJS Services. We're looking to make a Facebook ad to get more business, as well as yard signs as a new addition thanks to the great idea from Mr. Shalonsky.
Our pricing depends on many different variables. We typically charge $30 a man-hour. This will change depending on the amount of work as well as the quantity of equipment needed for the job. We also charge $25 per standard 24 by 36 inch screen and will increase as the size of the window increases. We've invested nearly $6,000 into equipment to do this wide variety of work.
You might be wondering, how much do we pay in other expenses? Well, last summer we calculated around $125 plus a week in gas for only equipment. It's very expensive and hard to budget when you buy the mulch ahead of time because the customer doesn't already have it. Your investments will help us expand and make it easier to budget on tools and material.
Now that you've heard our overview, take a look at some of the work that we have done.
So if you look in the top left, we use environmentally friendly chemicals, like the concrete cleaner, to make sure it doesn't harm the grass or any other plants it might seep into. And you can just see some before and after pics of rocking, mulching, power washing.
These are just some more pictures of up top there. As you can see, some power washing and some steps, some rocking off to the left, and then mulching off to the right.
And then these are just some more before and after pictures, just yard cleanups, edging in the corner.
This last slide is all of our equipment. We recently just bought this trailer off to my right. That was my trailer last summer, and these are just pictures of all of our equipment on the trailer and what we use. Thank you for listening. Invest in the best, JJS Services. Do you guys have any questions for us?
So push this button.
As long as the green light's on, you're good.
Okay. So my question is, I didn't hear, are you doing mowing as well? I see the mower on the trailer, but I didn't hear anything about mowing grass.
So last summer, we didn't get into the mowing because I don't personally have a mower. That mower is my father's that he lets me use. I haven't contracted any clients out, but I have from time to time, like if you're going on vacation for a week and you need your lawn cut once a week or twice a week, then I would take that job, but I have not gotten to the contracting yet.
Do you already own all your equipment that you're working with now? You already bought all of it
Everything,
yourself?
all the equipment that we own is owned by me or Sean, except the lawnmower.
And can you just clarify the $1,200, what you need it for? What are you going to use it for?
So we were going to use the $1,200 as one to help us with payments on, like when people order mulch or other tools or services, like when they need mulch or rocks, or if we need more equipment for the job, then that's what it would go towards.
Okay, thank you.
Do you guys have do you have a radius, like where you guys will go, how far you'll go to do the work?
So our radius is around like 15 miles
Okay.
or all around Rochester. That's mostly what we do.
Okay, thanks.
It's just, is it just the two of you?
Yes, sir.
Can you have a backup plan when you go to school?
Yeah, yes, sir. We have a few younger buddies that may take it over when we're done.
All right, thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
And our next group coming up is J&J Marketing.
Ready to flip the script on boring restaurant marketing, say goodbye to stale strategies, and hello to a fresh, enticing approach that not only fills seats but leaves customers craving seconds. Let's cook up success together.
We are J&J Marketing. Can you please go back to the other side? We are J&J Marketing,
I'm Jake.
I'm Nick.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jack.
and I am Maya. And together, we provide a refreshing approach to social media strategies.
We are a group of 5 hardworking teenagers. All of us have experience working in the restaurant industry and are passionate about providing excellent customer service.
Problem. A problem that we have come across is owners do not understand social media or the algorithms. This means that profits are left on the table and seats are not being filled.
A solution to this problem would be, since we have grown up on social media, we understand the algorithms, and we will be able to ramp up traffic on restaurants' accounts.
We are dedicated to amplify local restaurant success by crafting engaging social media content that leaves an everlasting impact on the store. Let's cook up
success together.
So the main features of J&J Marketing would be to create or take over existing social media accounts. And as Nick explains later in the presentation, we have different packages, and with each package, there will be more and more social media platforms that we use. And if there's substantial growth within those platforms, then we will try to make deals with the restaurant owners.
How is J&J Marketing different? J&J targets a niche market of local restaurants. By doing this, we believe that we can create quality content for all of the restaurants in our area.
Here is some competition here in New York, or in Rochester. We have the Truth Collective, YPC Media, and True Creative, to name a few, but they do not offer a niche for local restaurants like us.
We're going to have 3 different packages. The first package is going to be valued at $150 a month, and you're going to be provided with 8 pictures to your social media. A step above that is going to be 12 pictures and 2 videos every month, and that is going to be worth $200. What we believe is the most beneficial plan for your company is number 3. That is 15 pictures and 3 videos every month across multiple different social media platforms.
So here's a nice before and after visual of what J&J Marketing has to offer. So in the first picture, that's before J&J Marketing took over a local restaurant's social media, and it's clear to see there's only 181 views. But after we took over, there's over 2,000 views. So there's a clear exponential growth, and it proves our social media strategies.
Some fun facts about J&J is that collectively, through our social media platforms, we reach over 17,000 followers, and that is a larger audience than the Blue Cross Arena, which holds 11,000, and about the same amount as the KeyBank Arena, home of the Sabres, that hold 18,000.
Our business model does not require a significant startup fee. With that being said, we believe that a camera, a lighting system, and a Canva membership to help edit our content will go a long way.
Thank you, investors. J&J expresses great gratitude for your time and attention during our pitch. Your interest in our business is truly appreciated. Now, on the count of three, let's all say it together. 1, 2, 3. Let's cook up success together.
Any questions?
Are you going to limit the local restaurants to just in the 585 area code?
So far for the summer, that is our plan, but as we all go off to college, we will be working in the restaurant industry as well, and we can help promote the restaurants in those areas.
And what are the key measurements that you'll use to be able to go back to the restaurant owner and say, this is what's changed? Will be just strictly views, or will there be other metrics that you can use?
So on social media platforms, you can see the statistics. If you set up for a business profile, you can see the growth.
So you'll have to record that at some point so that you know what it looked like before and then after.
Certainly.
So how many businesses have you guys connected with? Is it the one that you guys shared with?
We have 2 that we connected with.
2, okay, very good. Same story in the second one? Similar story?
We're still in the early stages
Okay.
of communicating with the second business.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. That's great, thanks.
So what do you think your maximum capacity could be? Like, if it's just you 5, how many restaurants do you think you could do?
I think the 5 of us can handle a great load. I think we all have very good time management skills because we all are AP students, plus we handle extracurriculars, we're athletes, plus jobs. So I think we can handle the time management for all the restaurants.
What if when you're in college, are you all seniors or juniors?
We're all seniors.
You all
All
going to
seniors,
college? When you go to college, how are you going to do the advertising when you're in college, the local businesses? How are you going to handle that?
So when we come back for the breaks, we will still have to figure out a different package when we go off to college. But as of right now, until we go off, that's the plan for the monthly subscriptions.
Okay, thank you.
Where do you get the content that you're posting? Is it something you go to the restaurant and you film a video? Do you do it separately? How's that done?
Yeah, so it's mostly like creating content in the restaurant. For example, we have pictures with La Bella Vita and Webster, or videos of us walking around the restaurant, showing all the people enjoying their time, showing the pizza ovens, showing all the staff, and just showing all the positive things of the restaurant. That's going to be a more engaging post, which will ultimately bring customers into the door.
People love seeing the ambiance. People love seeing the ingredients when it comes to the food. They love seeing the before and after, and they love the relatability with the staff.
All right, thank you guys very, very much.
Thank you.
Our next business up is Wandershare.
Good evening. My name is Christina Fisher. I'm a junior at Webster Thomas, and I'm the CEO of Wandershare Travel App. Now, investors, we've all had the experience of wanting to go on an extravagant vacation to your dream destination, whether it be to Europe, Hawaii, or anywhere else in the world. Many people end up shying away from their big adventures because of the time and stress it takes to plan and not knowing where to get reliable information about the destination. Well, lucky for all the travelers out there, Wandershare wants you to have your big adventures by connecting with the travel community. In my experience, the first thing that comes to mind when I want to go on a new trip to a new destination is I'll ask a friend or family member who's been there before. But why spend all the time trying to communicate back and forth with multiple different friends when you can have a whole database worth of full itineraries made by people that have been there before with Wandershare? I have personally designed the screens for my app. I used a website called YEA to make them exactly how I want them to be and how I envision them to be. When you go on the app, the first thing that you will see is the home page, and you can either share an itinerary or discover one. And you'll be prompted to create an account as soon as you sign in. Then you'll have a home page worth of featured itineraries, and you can put in, you can search for an itinerary. So you put in your destination, price range, length of trip. Then your activity level, your activities of interest, what you want to do on your trip. And then it'll automatically, the algorithm on the app will filter through the itineraries to find ones that best match your filters. It'll give you a day-by-day summary, highlights of the trip, and then a comment section where you can communicate with the uploader. Then if you click on View Details, it gives you a full day-by-day itinerary of hotels, attractions, restaurants that the uploader personally chose to include in their itinerary. Then if you press the plus button, you can upload your itinerary. And you'll notice that the form for uploading and the form for searching is the exact same so that you can have the best matched itineraries when you search for one. Then you input your hotel, you can describe your experience, upload pictures. Same with attractions and restaurants. And then you can add as many days as you'd like until you reach the number of days that you went on your trip for. Then you can view it and make sure it's everything you want it to be before you can press upload, and it posts directly onto the app. Something I'd like to note is that a future upgrade we're looking at doing is when you go on and view an itinerary, you'll be able to press one of the components like a hotel or a restaurant, and it'll automatically populate an itinerary for you that you can print out. And then that's our account settings page. And the itineraries that you saw on there are ones that I populated myself as I was designing the app, so those were ones that I had been on. My inspiration. I've always had a passion for travel. I've been fascinated by traveling and travel planning. Whenever my family takes a trip, I always offer to help plan it because I just so enjoy learning about the culture of a new area, discovering the attractions of the destination, and just learning more about it. But I do sympathize with the travel community because I realize how stressful it can be to plan a trip and figure out how to get from place to place and what hotels to go to, what restaurants to go to. For example, I took a family trip to Iceland a few years ago, and I helped plan the trip, and I realized that it was super hard to try to get from one town to another and figure out what places you wanted to visit when we knew nothing about it. And although we may have consulted with some friends and family that had been there before, it was still very difficult to organize. I could only imagine how much easier it would be to have many full itineraries made by past travelers to Iceland all in one spot. And that's how Wandershare got started. So the need. Now, let me ask you, how many times have you gone to start planning your getaway and you end up causing yourself more stress than if you just didn't go on vacation at all? I'm pretty sure most of us travelers have had the experience of staying up for countless hours each night leading up to the trip, trying to figure out what to book, what to do. This scenario usually ends up with way too many hotel bookings and like over 50 tabs open on your computer. Wandershare understands that vacations are supposed to be relaxing and enjoyable, not stressful and intimidating. This is why our unique concept of itinerary sharing and collaboration is truly needed in the travel industry. Wandershare wants you to have your dream getaway and peace of mind. Speaking of the travel industry, right now it is a $652.3 billion industry that continues to grow and expand every year. Because of this, travel apps are extremely lucrative right now, and they have very high penetration rates. In addition, within the mobile application industry, of more than 6.3 billion smartphone users across the globe, 88% of mobile time is spent on apps. And I debated for a while about doing an app or website, but that just goes to prove that travelers are more likely to go on an app than to go in person to a travel agent or a website. So here again, we have some screenshots of my app screens. As you can see, they are extremely user-friendly. I designed them myself. So some short-term goals of ours is we are looking to find a programmer to develop our app. We would most likely start with a minimum viable product, which is the most basic version of our app that would have just enough features to attract early users, but then they could provide feedback for the future development of our app. And since we've already designed the screens, I have everything I need to go ahead and develop the MVP once we find a programmer. And then longer term, of course, we want to get the full version of our app developed and launched on the App Store, hopefully compatible with Android and Apple. Competition. Now, obviously, there are tons of travel apps out there, and some that are slightly similar to Wondershare are Worldy, iBucket, and Tripoto. However, Wondershare, I've done a lot of research, and Wondershare is pretty much unique in our idea of itinerary sharing and collaboration, because we share full itineraries that are uploaded by past travelers, which makes it extremely convenient for the user since you don't have to organize and put together a hotel you found in one website and a restaurant you found on another app. And in addition, as you can see, it would be extremely user-friendly and easy to use. And Wondershare also takes a very different format than many of our competitors. Most of them are similar to like Airbnb, where they're allowing users to view things that are uploaders are like renting their house or they're renting their tour or service. Wondershare is no commitment, there's no in-app purchases, and you can book the hotel from the app. So you just press book now and it'll take you directly to the website of the hotel. So because the travel industry is so popular right now, we have a huge target market that includes anyone that's interested in traveling. Our app specifically appeals to both people that are travel experts and travel all the time because it's an easy and convenient way to learn about new destinations and achieve your travel dreams. But we also appeal to people that are new to travel and maybe a little intimidated by the traditional travel planning experience and also don't have the time or money to go through a travel agent. Wondershare is perfect for anyone that wants to take the stress out of travel planning, explore new destinations, and take more complicated trips with multiple destinations seamlessly. Our main form of advertisement will be on social media, like Instagram or Facebook. On the left, you can see an example of an advertisement we would use on one of these platforms. We will also encourage people to post about their Wondershare trips on social media so that other users can see how amazing they can be. We will also show videos of like customer testimonials of videos of their trips, and we will create an email list. As you can see, as soon as you enter the app, you'll be prompted to create an account that'll put you directly on an email list, and we will hope it'll be intuitive, so if you are searching up itineraries to Hawaii in the past, you'll get emails about other Hawaii destinations. And that'll help attract repeat users. And then we may also hold giveaways, like if you like this post, share it with 3 people, upload an itinerary, you'll be entered to win a free month of our premium version. Speaking of which, our monetization options, we have not yet decided on what model we will use, but we'll probably end up implementing a combination of the 3 in the future. First, I've looked into ad revenue, which is selling ad space on the app. A common way to do this is by pragmatic media buying, which essentially provides a platform for advertisers to participate in real-time bidding for ad space. And then once we get established, we can look into selling ad space directly to the advertisers, which would get us a higher revenue potential. Second option is a premium version, which would give users access to a more comprehensive and more variety of itineraries. Would be about $4 a month, and then there'd be a basic free version where they just get a less varied amount of itineraries of access to. And then more long-term, we could look into licensing. And so we would license the concept of itinerary sharing that is unique to Wandershare. So other businesses or travel apps would have to pay a fee or percentage of revenue to use the concept. So if we chose the ad revenue model, the economics one unit. So 1 unit would be defined by 1,000 ad impressions. So this is the number of times an ad was displayed on the app. And this is online advertisement is usually paid on a per impression basis. The metric used to calculate this is ECPM, which stands for effective cost per mil. And publishers use it to evaluate the performance of their ads. So for 1,000 ad impressions, we'd make approximately $3.5 ECPM in revenue. Financial overview. So our monthly operating cost, once we got the app launched, would be, if we launched on the Apple App Store, it's an $8.25 monthly development fee. And if we launched on the Google Play Store, it's just a $25 one-time fee. Startup investment. We are asking for $1,100. This investment would go towards the development of the app, and as I said, we would start with a minimum viable product, and we have what we need to go ahead and develop that once we get a programmer. I've done a lot of research, and if I heard it out on Fiverr, the most basic version of the app would cost about $100 to $200, and this normally includes an app icon, splash screen, source code, and compatible with Android or Apple. And then from there, once we gain traction and get more established, we would want to go and develop the more comprehensive and full version of our app, which would obviously be quite more expensive. But I've also reached out to a local college to see if there's any computer science students interested in developing the app. So that's also a possibility in terms of outsourcing in the future. Thank you so much for your time and consideration of Wandershare, the app that promotes engagement between the travel community and takes the stress out of travel planning. Once again, my business is Wandershare, and I'm asking for $1,100.
What is Fiverr? Is that a like a freelance
Yes,
web
it's
development
freelance.
kind of thing?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of, it's a freelancing company, and so if I would just do mobile app development, and there's a bunch of people, programmers on there that are selling their service.
So they could do everything that you were talking about up there and make it actually work then, huh?
Yes, yeah.
Christina, do you have anybody else that's working for you right now or
Nope.
working with you?
Just me.
Okay. Anybody other in the family that might be willing to help you with some trips that they go on and bringing back itineraries and things like
Yeah,
that?
I'm definitely planning on reaching out to like friends and family that, because my whole family loves travel, and getting itineraries to put on the app. And then in the future, we could look at having like Wandershare itineraries that could be made by me, my family, and my friends.
Is there a way that users can reach out to people who wrote the itineraries and learn more details about them?
Yeah, so when you go and click on an itinerary, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see that comment section, and you'll be able to directly communicate with the uploader and other people. So if the uploader chooses to respond to your comment, they can, and people can rate it, and they can comment on it once they've gone on the trip. And ask questions as well about it.
What motivates people to post? Like, what would make somebody want to upload their itinerary?
Yeah, I've thought about that a lot, and we're hoping that it'll become a thing where people want to gain traction. So we want to implement a system where you can follow people and like their itineraries, so people will want to gain likes, gain follows. People love to do that, and I also feel like people love to post on Facebook about their trips and their pictures. So I feel like it can be a fun, like an enjoyable thing to do as well.
All right, thank you very much. Next up, we have Backlinked.
Right before I start, could you guys all pull out your phones for me real quick? Get on Google or whatever search engine you guys like to use. Could you look up the top 10 restaurants near me, please? Whoever gets there first can just read me the first few. You got them? All right, just read the first couple you see.
Mexican restaurant, Maria's Mexican restaurant, the Cobblestone on Main, JoJo's Bistro.
Perfect, thank you. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom of that list, you will see more restaurants down there. These businesses that are towards the bottom of this search engine list are what inspired me to make this business. Backlinked, bringing the world together one link at a time. I'm a senior at Webster Schrader High School. My name is Kaylin Franson. I plan on doing a 2-in-2 program with MCC and continuing my research with this business. I work at McMahon LaRue Surveyors and Engineers. I'm an administrative assistant there, and they are like my testing ground for this business. And as this company is looking to expand their digital presence, I am working towards a way to help small companies like them expand. The problem is first site clickers. So with what I just showed you, the restaurants, usually people will just go and look at the first restaurants they see. They won't really take the time to look down at the bottom. And usually smaller businesses are towards the bottom of the website listings on these search engine lists. My solution is a way to reroute these small businesses to the top of these search engine lists as a way to make more people be able to see them. Backlinks are the way to do that. It's a type of marketing that works behind the scenes in order to get you higher on the search engine list. My business profile and main features are, it is an online website that you can get in contact with me regarding your site's standing on these search engines. We use certain key factors like backlinks and keyword ranking analysis in order to get you higher up. We can determine your site's strengths and weaknesses, and then broken links drag down your standing or your domain rating, so we will get rid of those broken backlinks, or we will offer solutions to get rid of them, and we will help you create new ones in order to get you higher up. And what is a broken link? You can click on it while I'm doing this. A broken link is something that's supposed to reroute you to your site, but it won't take you there. So usually if someone is just looking for a small business, they won't usually, if your link to your website doesn't work, they won't usually go out of their way to try and find you if they're just looking for a broad subject. So say if you're looking for like the best burgers in town, a lot of people won't know about like a smaller business that's trying to make them, but they'll know about Burger King, and they'll see Burger King come up first, so automatically if your little link doesn't work to your website, they'll just go right back to Burger King. What I'm doing, since I work at McMahon LaRue, they've been my testing ground for this so far. For them, I've gotten in touch with the Better Business Bureau, and I'm in progress of setting them up an account. I've gained access to their LinkedIn profile, and I'm researching relevant links to help them. The reason for the Better Business Bureau is it is a credible source related to them, and it'll help them get credible backlinks. And then for LinkedIn, maintaining posts in order to get publicity, the more active you are, the better. And then finding relative links to inspire what kind of publicity we need. So journalists, ranking sites, landing pages, it all depends on what kind of business you have. My pricing plans, I have 3 different ones. A flat fee, $99. It's just a general outlined plan for you. Just how many what your current domain rating is, and backlinks that you have. And then I would give them examples of sites to get in contact with or to sponsor them. I wouldn't be getting in contact with them. It's just a general outline plan for them. The subscription, 5 high-quality backlinks that are related to your business, and they're from reputable websites, and then monthly progress reports on these backlinks, and then advice for your website, and then keyword ranking analysis. And then I have custom plans, which options include quantity and quality of backlinks, industry focus, content creation, website management. My market strategy would be starting off with making a website. I would work on my own SEO output, market myself through social media, because if I can't do this for myself, how do you expect me to do it for you? I would create a network through LinkedIn and small businesses in Rochester. I would focus on my smaller clients to create interpersonal relationship and maintain a basis of long-term clients. My startup costs would just be $250 for a laptop, and then $55 for monthly for a website. And then my future investments, because this is such a broad field and I'm self-taught in this, I want to take these classes at MCC So some programming classes, just so I can further look into the keyword ranking analysis, and my asking price for this is $800. I want to thank you all for coming out today. We really appreciate you guys all supporting us in this Young Entrepreneurship Academy. Any questions?
Have you had a chance to work with any companies yet to see, and find any broken links or give them some suggestions?
Yeah, so at McMahon LaRue, that is what I'm doing for them right now.
Okay.
I've gotten in contact with a journalist site that has a couple of broken links for them, and I am right now corresponding with them to get that link taken down and to reinstate a new link to our new website.
Thank you. That's
Of
great.
course. Any other questions?
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Meeson Embroidery.
All right, hello everybody. My name is Luke Meeson, and I started Meeson Embroidery. Meeson Embroidery takes a different approach to the custom apparel industry and is a simple, easy process that is easy on the customer and on me. This is also why I decided to start the business. I've passed out, Cole passed out my products to all the investors. All right. Meeson Embroidery is a custom apparel company where you can get any item embroidered or pressed at competitive prices in the fastest way possible. Customers can purchase my items or services on my website, which is meesonembroidery.com. I can ship or deliver the items directly to the customer, and I am the only person that is in direct contact with the customer. I have done jobs for the deaf community, Janitor Supply, the University of Rochester, and RIT students. Currently, I'm working on expanding my business via online marketing and trying to get traffic to my website. I also want to start getting jobs for companies that would need a steady supply of custom apparel so that I can have the max amount of jobs and work that I can handle. In the long term, I would like to buy all the appropriate materials to have the fastest and highest quality of work. The competition in my area is limited to local companies that support events and sell their own products. I really work on standing out in my marketing approach. Even though my product is relatively the same, the method to acquiring the product and my marketing stands out. The custom apparel market is valued at almost $52 billion. Sales are going up every year and predicted to be valued at $132 billion in 2030, which proves the market is growing and there's a ton of money to make. Every business needs custom apparel to stand out and become even more professional. Events are being held every night and every day, and people look for embroidery to support these events. The marketing strategies that I use consist of Google Ads, which directly market to the people that are in need of custom apparel. Google Ads sends the customer straight to my website where they can fill out my form and order what they want. I've spent hundreds of dollars on Google Ads, and they pay off getting around 10,000 views a month and 200 clicks. This generates 4 to 5 jobs, depending on the size and order. These numbers can definitely be improved, and that's what I'm currently working on, but I need a faster / more industrial embroidery machine that can produce more items. This is my economics of one unit. There's a base price for stitching and heat press. Right now, I spend my money on a custom embroidery machine, heat press machine, all my monthly costs like advertising and website fees, and other little fees such as thread, sublimation gear, and sublimation gear. I'm asking $1,100 from the investors. I've used around $3,000 of my own money to contribute to my business. I've bought everything so far in my business, including my embroidery machine, heat press, computers, marketing materials, and all the items that go into my business like thread and sublimation gear. The money that I'm asking for would go to things that make my job easier and more productive, such as embroidery hooping systems, a better embroidery machine, and a custom sublimation printer. I would also like the money to go towards my monthly expenses, like Google Ads and my website costs. Thank you for listening to my presentation about Meeson Embroidery. This is my contact info, and my asking price is $1,100.
So your machine that you have now, is just you do individual one piece at a time?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still the same quality as the bigger machines, just at a slower rate and one piece at a time.
The new machine will still be one piece at a time? It'll just work faster?
There's multiple different types of embroidery machines, but the machine I would get is a 2-head. Mine right now is a 1-head, so I can do 2 pieces at a time at a faster rate.
How profitable have you been so far? You said you've invested $3,000?
Yeah, so I'm definitely profitable. I'd say probably in the $2,000 range, probably $1,900 in the past 4 or 5 months.
After the $3,000 you've spent?
Yes. Everything's paid off that I own.
What was the largest quantity that you've done?
The largest quantity, it was the deaf community that I did. It was like 40 some items. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Next up, we have Culinary Revolution.
Good evening, investors. We would like to start off by discussing 2 pressing issues in American society. That being, the majority of Americans lack the knowledge about or simply don't practice healthy habits.
As well as healthy food being commonly viewed as hard to make or expensive.
Now you can see how this is translated. The 42.4% of adults are considered overweight, 30.7% of them are considered obese, and 9.2% of those are severely obese. It hasn't only targeted adults, you can see it targets 1 out of 6 children as well, that is from ages 2 to 19. You can see more weights on your right-hand side. On top of obesity, Americans spend nearly $60 billion in the prepackaged food industry.
Adding on to that $5 billion in the meal prep industry.
And $2.1 billion contributing to weight loss supplements, which not only help you lose unhealthy weight, but damage other parts of your body as well. Now this shows the demand for our services. With Culinary Revolution, we plan to change lifestyles one by one. A little bit about us. We're creating, like you know, Culinary Revolution. We're hoping to leverage AI technology in our app, which will allow users to interact with their kitchen in new ways. They'll be able to track perishable dates, the inventory they have, and get creative, creating new meals that their habits didn't allow them to create prior to. You can see some more rates on the right-hand side. As we continue to grow our business and turn our dream into a reality, we have come across numerous competition, that being My Fridge Food, My Net Dairy, My Fitness Pal, and LifeSum.
Although each of our competitors have unique capabilities, at Culinary Revolution we strive to bring all of those capabilities together and give you more value for your dollar.
Now we've created some marketing strategies to get ahead of our competition, which my partner here will introduce our first one.
Using my personal channels, my uncle being a high-ranking manager at Wegmans, we plan to pitch a collaborative idea with them that will hopefully help our business and theirs as well.
As well as utilizing social media to get into the eyes and minds of numerous Americans locally as well as nationally. Now we're hoping these 2 strategies help our third one, which with positive experiences and word of mouth, we'll be able to gain new users from friends and family that have similar values. Here's a little breakdown on our revenue and how we can get some money in our pockets as well as yours. We're going to use our AI meal creation, as you know, which that's what we're going to charge. We'll offer a free plan, which we're hoping will retain initial users. This will grant you 3 creations with reduced inventory space. From here, you can go to basic plan, which will grant you 15 creations with no reductions. From there, you can go to the advanced plan, which will get you unlimited creations as well as added features.
The plan cost for our basic package will be $4.99 monthly or $49.99 annually. And for our premium package, it will be $9.99 monthly or $99.99 annually.
And if neither of these packages suits you, users could always stick with the free trial, which will allow them to watch one ad and gain one free generation, which will not only benefit the users, but us as well, gaining us more cash flow in our pockets.
Now we've developed a 4-step plan. We are asking for $5,000 to fund the development. My stepdad, who is a software engineer at RIT, he works with senior students to help them get through their projects. We're hoping to work with a 5-man team, which is where the money will go to, and work in this following year to work together and have the one project for their senior presentation. My partner here will introduce our 3rd step.
To continue with advertising with your word of mouth, Wegmans, and J&DJ marketing, we plan to secure long-term and loyal users.
And after securing those loyal users, we plan to utilize their data and reviews to update and revise our software in hopes of building our app in the best interest of our users and hoping to reach larger demographics as well as upscale our business to the best of our abilities.
Here's the little app development outline we've created to show you that we've looked ahead than just the presentation. Here's our homepage, which shows you different capabilities that we're going to offer. The next one is our settings drop-down that allows users to personalize their experience. From there, you go to the fridge page, which we will also offer a pantry page to categorize your inventory and organize it. And this is our Instagram-like software that will allow users to interact with one another and share their meals, like, engage, and gain new followers. Next one is our dietary preference. Our AI ML, which is the personality you're able to encode, will keep track of what your goals are and work with that to get you your meal creations. We want to thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For listening today. Any questions for us? At least one, please.
Have you reached out to Wegmans so far, your father, and have you started that process yet, or?
No, not as of yet, no.
Not as of yet.
We would like to have the app in the first space, or first steps to code it so we can actually come to them with a product to offer, not just an idea.
Is the app, have you developed the app? Are you working?
No,
with-
so
you
we're
haven't
hoping to get your
started
funding
that
and we'll use
or
that
do
to work with a team to develop it, yeah.
Okay.
Piggybacking on that, what's the timeline for development for the app?
Well, we're hoping to work with a senior team with my
Yep.
stepfather.
And how long would it take roughly, do you think?
I believe their due date is towards the end of the year, which I think it's like July or June.
Okay.
So we have some time, especially if we get started before summer starts. That's the plan.
Gotcha, very good, thanks.
No problem.
So your app tracks the pantry and the refrigerator. How does it track what gets used so that and then does it create a grocery list to say, all right, you've used this and this and this, now you have to go replenish those? Does it give you a grocery list?
So that would be what we would like to pitch to Wegmans, where I believe you and I talked about this previously, where you're able to take your cart when you do like the on-site pickup or whatever they call it, and then that will link to our app and be able to organize it all without you having to individually scan each QR code. Anything else?
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Next up, we have Volt Energy.
Hello, my name is Cole Burton and I'm the CEO of Volt Energy. My product is a 2-ounce packet of liquid that will change energy drinks forever. I started this business because all energy drinks we consume are unhealthy for you. I have brought samples with me today for the investors to try. My product is a mixture of water, herbal extracts, caffeine, and natural flavorings to create a quick full of energy to maintain your particular lifestyle. There are no bad chemicals in Volt Energy, unlike other products. You simply tear or cut open the top of the packet and enjoy as shown here. The flavors we have made so far are lemon, cherry, blackberry, and orange. The extracts we have put in each one of these consist of lemon balm aerial parts, clover flower bud, green tea leaf, rosemary leafy tip, and ashwagandha root. The ones I have passed out today are lemon and blackberry flavor with green tea in all of them. All of the extracts have different benefits, such as it lowers cholesterol, reduces blood pressure, and has immune system benefits and more. Each pouch has 80 milligrams of caffeine in it. So far in my business, we have made all of our products and have sampled all the flavors to get them right. I'm currently working on making packaging and to start marketing my product. A goal I'm focused on is to get Volt Energy in stores and gyms locally, then expanding worldwide. I first need to get all the packaging assembled before I go into stores. My competitors are brands such as 5 Hour Energy, Monster Energy, Celsius, and Red Bull. I'm different from these brands because my energy drink is pure and healthy for you, whereas all the competitors have harmful chemicals in them that are bad for you. For example, there's a chemical called guarana, which is a form of caffeine that is banned in the NCAA banned substances. By simply drinking Celsius, you can test positive on a drug test, stripping athletes' ability to play sports in college under the NCAA. Athletes all around will be able to drink Volt Energy, which still has caffeine needed and health benefits at the same time. My target market is athletes, the fitness industry, and anybody who wants to be healthy. The total amount of money in the energy drink market is $86.35 billion and goes up every year. The energy drink market is huge, and there's a lot of room for people to try my drinks and to make profit off of them. Around 35% of people in the U.S. consume energy drinks every day, which is around 30.2 billion people who consume energy drinks every day. I'm going to market by using social media such as Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I'm also going to try to sell in bulk to sports teams. Another way of getting large profit and recognition is by selling individual pouches in gyms such as Gold Gym and Esporta Fitness. This is very convenient because people will be able to buy and use the pouch right before they work out to get caffeine in them quick. It cost me 65.5 cents to make one pouch, and my selling price is $16.99 for a 12-pack, which cost me $7.96 to make. The profit would be $9.03 per 12-pack sold, which is a 53% profit margin. My financial strength is my profit margin. I'm getting over double what it cost me to make per unit sold. My sales projections are also very good. If I sell 20 packs the first month and keep adding an additional 10 packs per month, I will have $8,127 by the end of my first year. I've already put $118 into my business, which will make me around 244 individual pouches. I spend the money on natural flavorings, plastic tubes, caffeine, and herbal extracts. I am seeking $850 from the investors today to help fund marketing costs and the overall cost of making the product. This will go into buying more extracts, caffeine, and natural flavorings to make more packs. Thank you for considering Volt Energy, fuel for life.
Do you know what the, for diabetics and people like that, what the sugar content of your pouches are?
There's 0 grams of sugar in all these.
And no fake sugar?
No.
And about how much caffeine is in each pouch?
Each pouch has 90 milligrams of caffeine. Or I'm an 80, I'm sorry.
80? Okay.
Yeah.
Which is just less than a cup of coffee.
I was just going to say.
How are you going to protect your formula?
I was thinking about buying a patent or exploring into a patent, which I could use the money from the investors to do too.
How about regulatory issues? Now you're going to sell something to somebody that they're going to consume. I'm guessing, just a guess, that New York State and the federal government probably have some rules about that. Have you looked into what you're going to be required for labeling and all of that happy stuff?
Right. Right now, I'm looking into buying a shared space or renting one out in Rochester to make my product out of there.
Do I mix this with water, or do I just drink it right out of the tube?
You can just drink it straight by cutting it, or if you want to dilute it, you can pour it in water. It's up to you.
What do you recommend?
I recommend just drinking it straight.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Elevate Wallets.
Good evening, investors. My name is Yarko.
My name is David.
Me and David have both found many issues in the daily use of having wallets as we're busy with school, work, and extracurricular activities. And we've noticed that there's a huge issue in the wallets that we use as they're boring, they're inefficient, and we really wanted to redesign something better.
That's why we decided to found Elevate Wallets.
So, how are we going to do this? The first thing that we saw with regular wallets is the traditional bifold wallet that opens up like this. We've noticed that there's a huge stack that develops after users have their wallets for a long time. So when they go up to a register to pay, they're always shuffling through cards continuously, and it takes up a lot of time, and it's inefficient. The next thing they have is visibility. Whenever you have a bifold wallet, that same stack that you're having, you always have to search through cards, and you can't visibly see all the cards you have. And next, if you're on a register and you want to tap to pay, you have to take out your cards, and again, you have to go through all those stacks. And then the loss. If you have a huge stack, you can easily lose cards, and when you do lose them, you're less likely to notice which ones you lost because you have that huge stack. And then overall, a lack in character. A lot of these wallets are boring, they don't really facilitate any new innovations, and they don't keep up with modern times.
Business profile. We want getting a wallet from us to be an experience, so we're going to custom make every box to have a specific number out of the amount of wallets that we made. So we'll have like special colors or designs that we'll have in them that are exclusive to like a certain time period or a certain amount that we made.
Now, what is our mission and our vision at Elevate Wallets? Our vision here is to chase the innovation of the market and be always continuously building our brand so that we can always foster a unique brand that always keeps on adding new things and new products. And then our mission is we want to elevate everyday carries with meticulously crafted wallets that combine functionality, style, and convenience.
Our marketing plans are to utilize video-based content to push out on social media like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We'll also run ads on Google and other browsers. We want to target men, mostly aged 18 to 40, and people that live busy lifestyles and don't have time to look through their wallet trying to find cards.
Now, what's the goal? The goal is, first off, we want to always develop a community around this whole entire brand. We want it to be more of an interactive-based consumers so they can actually look towards the brand and be excited when they're using our product and continuously keep buying for us over the years. We want to also, through time, be able to expand into the clothing industry, sort of adding a little bit further from just wallets. And then, again, we want to ensure that quality is delivered to our consumers every time we sell something.
How are we different? We have an innovative design that makes our wallet not only a conversation starter, but also more functional than any wallet on the market. Our wallet opens up at a 90-degree angle to make tap to pay and seeing all your cards easier than ever.
Now, the economics. So we're going to try to start our products here and undercut the market by charging a $50 fee for each wallet that we have. Our labor cost is going to be $15, and then our cost of materials will be around $20, bringing our cost of goods to $35, and we'll be profiting $15 per wallet that we sell.
We have some of our competitors listed here. While our product is unique and is different from anything else on the market, the most similar thing would be the Ridge wallet that costs $125. And so we would be a lot cheaper than that and also have a more functional design.
Now, to start our business up, we need materials and tools to build the wallet that we want to create. So we'll need $500 towards a leather kit tool that will have the pins and have certain stamps to be able to actually sew the leather. And then we will need leather material itself. That will be around $200 to produce roughly 20 wallets. And then we want a logo stamped and print our logo onto the product that we make. And then metal clips for each insert that will hold the cards when we open up the wallet. And then we were looking into a provisional patent that will allow us a 12-month period to develop the product until a final sample so that we can then further progress into a full patent that will cover everything.
We're asking for $1,000 to support the tools and materials needed to make these wallets.
So if we won, we would want to, again, purchase the equipment, produce roughly 20 wallets, and then begin to sell them at various local events. And then if we see beneficial results and see that it's producing some good results, then we want to then use TikTok and other social media platforms to really bring this to like an online presence. And we want to thank you guys for your time. We know that your time is valuable, so again, thank you for coming here and appreciate it.
You guys don't have a prototype yet, right? You got a mock-up?
Yeah, so the picture that you saw over there, we pretty much created a paper model that you will see with the 90-degree open. We can't actually use the actual leather material yet and sort of get into the sewing yet because we don't have the tools to produce a little bit more with the leather work, but yeah, we've done some paper models.
Of the other brands that you had up there that are your competitors, are any of them, do they all have 90-degree angle wallets or none of them?
No, you want to?
Yeah, so those other brands don't open like that, but they open at the top and kind of spread out the cards and make it easier to see, and those ones are closer to our price. But the only other one with not a 90-degree open that opens sideways would be the Ridge wallet at $125.
Okay. Thank you.
So with the Ridge wallet costing $125, how much do you expect yours is going to sell for?
Yeah, so we want to undercut that price at a $50 retail sale because we believe our whole entire design is different from theirs and it uses a different sort of function. So since we would be significantly undercutting them, then we think we could get some good value for the $50.
So to clarify, for the $1,000 that you're going to be able to make 20 wallets. So there's materials that you're going to buy, but that's also the tools to be able to make more on an ongoing basis after.
Yeah, so the significant sum of the money is for tools. Those are the kind of the most expensive, but obviously it's one base cost. So once we get that out of the way, then it would be much cheaper to produce them.
Yep.
And then,
All right, thank you very much. Next up, we have Eddie's Beaded Boutique.
Hi, I'm Addie Providence, CEO of Addie's Beaded Boutique, where we craft beauty one bead at a time. I sell a variety of beaded jewelry in many different styles and colors, and Christina passed out some bracelets for you guys to look at. So, I offer bracelets, necklaces, rings, and phone charms. I sell on an online website, and I have a large variety for customers to choose from. For example, are you going to see Taylor Swift Eras Tour or Olivia Rodrigo Guts Tour? Or even just going to the Bills game or looking for jewelry for the summer, then I feel like we'll have the perfect variety for you. Some goals I have are to sell 10 necklaces and get a wider variety of colors and beads to make 5 custom bracelets. My long-term goals are to sell in local businesses and scale to big box stores. I can reach these by promoting my business to social media. My competitors are other local businesses in Webster. My advantage is that small businesses get support from businesses like those and will also often sell my products. My target market ranges from younger kids to high school students in the Rochester area. I also hope to attract other businesses in Webster. The price of a bracelet is usually $3.99, but it can vary depending on the product. I'll sell online and in Webster and use social media like TikTok and Instagram and business cards to promote. So up here are like the economics, and as I said, I sell one bracelet for $3.99, and after labor and supply costs, I make a profit of about $2.72. To help start up my business, I need the supplies listed above equaling about $91, and I also need many for stickers, business cards, and shipping materials. I'm asking for $150 to help purchase my startup materials and afford other necessities. I'll also put in some of the money I have as well to the business. Thank you so much for considering Addie's Beauty Boutique, where we craft beauty one bead at a time. Thank you. Any questions?
Do you make those by hand, each
Yeah.
individual one? How long does it take to make one?
About 15 minutes.
Okay. Is that where you got your labor rate from?
Yeah.
Just based off that?
Yeah.
How durable is the jewelry that you make?
They're really, really durable unless like you purposely try to break it with like scissors or something, and if you stretch it out, it won't break.
All right, thank you very much. Next up, we have Revolt Energy.
My name is Ryan.
And my name is David. And our business is Revolt Energy.
Let's rev up with Revolt.
So, who are we? We are two high school students who both care very much about our health and well-being, so we thought, why not translate our health beliefs into a business idea?
The problem is that 74% of people drink coffee every day to give them the energy that they need. But coffee can often cause anxiety, headaches, increased heart rate, and much more. People are looking for something that's not only healthy, but provides energy.
So the answer to all of these problems is CAMCT. Our hero ingredients. Once inside the body, CAMCT turns into ketones. Ketones then become the main source of energy for many cells in the body. It aids in weight loss, concentration, athletic performance, and much more. CAMCT is converted into energy in just minutes. The sugar which we use is called monk sugar, a sweetener that takes the place of sugar and does not affect your blood sugar at all. Unlike other sweeteners, monk sugar is naturally derived from the monk fruit tree.
What exactly is our drink? We believe that our drink is one of a kind and is made of all natural ingredients, has so many health benefits, and truly delicious flavor that is out of this world.
Okay, so while we present, we would like to pass out our drink.
So in front of you, you should have some sample cups to try. The red flavor, the red-looking flavor, is our strawberry kiwi flavor. It has lime, strawberry, kiwi, water, monk sugar, and our CAMCT powder. The orange-colored flavor is our mango lychee flavor. It consists of CAMCT powder, monk sugar, canned lychee, mangoes, oranges, water, and lemon. Our cost for our mango lychee flavor is $2.53 per serving. Our serving size is 12 ounces. We would sell that for $4 each. Our strawberry kiwi flavor costs $3.12 to make per serving. That serving size is also 12 ounces. We would sell that one for $5. The serving size, or the serving price would come down to a lower price once we can find a better manufacturing source.
Okay, so now let's look at our drink compared to others. So let's start off with ours. Revo Energy is all natural, very flavorful, and extremely healthy. It also has no side effects whatsoever. The only thing that we have in common is that we both provide energy. Now let's look at our competition, like Prime, Red Bull, and just normal coffee. They have little to no natural ingredients, and a lot of them do not even taste good. They can cause bad side effects and contain extremely high levels of sugar and caffeine, which can lead to diabetes and heart disease. So our marketing strategy. We will advertise on various social media platforms such as Instagram and TikTok. In addition, we will surface on Kickstarter in order to get money for our main goal of starting production.
We are seeking $1,250. With that money, we'd put a lot of it towards production funds, such as packaging, and also towards our appliances that would make the production of our drink a lot more easier and a lot more efficiently. Up there we have our bottles for $79.99. Then we have a blender for $139 that would help make our drink in larger quantities and much more easier. And then we have a juicer that would help us make our drink efficiently for $189. We'd also put a lot of that money towards our social media accounts and towards a website. We would also put a lot of that money towards ingredients for large-scale production. Finally, we would put a good amount of the money into savings in order to get our drink on the industrial level with a beverage manufacturing company called Power Brands. Power Brands can not only help us manufacture our drink, but also get it into stores.
Thank you so much for your time. We hope you will have a great rest of your day. So do we have any questions?
I may have missed it, but how do you package and sell it?
So we haven't actually packaged them or sold any yet, which is we're asking for money to buy bottles, plastic bottles, which we would store them in, and we would probably sell them. We would probably start off with talking to our school principal and stuff, and asking him maybe if we could start selling them in the lunch line, stuff like that, and maybe just selling to friends and family.
So I assume you guys made them at home
Yeah,
for
yeah.
tonight. I gotta say, they taste fantastic. They're really, really good. So
Thank you.
Thank you for that. And besides, locally, would you also look to try and sell them at events,
Yeah.
sporting events or things around town or things like that?
Yeah, for sure. Once we expand and grow, yeah.
We're also thinking about going to stores like BJ's or Target or anything like that and just handing out samples where they could buy as well from there, or customers could.
Okay, thank you very much. Next up, we have LC Welding and Repair.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Leo Carr, and I am the owner and operator of LC Welding and Repair Service, a mobile welding and residential repair company. LC Welding and Repair Service is a mobile welding and repair company focused on welding and on-call residential repair. My business is also capable of accommodating pickup and drop-off work. All jobs will be discussed beforehand about cost, materials, and ability in order to give an accurate estimate. Above is a engine mount I'm fabricating for a mini bike currently. The image on the top is my current welder that I use, and the image on the bottom is the welder I plan to buy in the future. My next steps are only being able to work on mild steel greatly reduces potential business. Being able to upgrade my welder will eliminate all equipment holdbacks and allow me to take on more various types of jobs and services. As of now, there are only 6 designated mobile welding services between Buffalo and Syracuse. My competition is low, but as a new business with limited equipment, I'm on a much smaller scale. I offer mobile and drop-off services where the majority of local welders are in a shop setting. My customer base is very vast, being able to accommodate subcontracting through larger businesses while having mobile and stationary welding and fabrication equipment that allows me to take on residential and commercial customers on a needed basis. Up until now, LC Welding and Repair has run off of word of mouth, but I plan to create a website and have a social media presence in the future. My price is set per job, depending on many factors discussed before the job is started. Common factors that affect price include rust, the type of material, and the extent of the damage. Each price will be estimated beforehand on a per job basis. The amount I'm requesting is a portion of the total cost of a new machine and the corresponding equipment being over $2,000. I'm requesting a $1,200 investment to help offset the cost of a new welder and its equipment. I currently have over $2,500 in tools and equipment. Upgrading my welder will be crucial to the growth of my company and my ability to take on more jobs using different materials, ultimately increasing revenue. Thank you for your time and consideration of LC Welding Repair Service. Can I answer any questions?
Do you have any certifications?
I have 2 years of education under the Monroe 1 BOCES. That is all the certification I have.
Okay. Yeah, stainless?
I've done stainless and have passed the test.
Is your machine just MIG and TIG?
My machine is flux cord.
Flux cord, okay.
I'm looking into the multi-process to be able to cover multiple materials.
Yeah.
How long have you been in business?
So I have been doing the residential side of residential repair for 2 years and welding for over 3.
Very good. And about how many jobs would you say you have in let's call it summer?
For welding jobs, at least a dozen, and for residential, managing over 6 properties.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you for your time.
Next up, we have Western Landscapes.
Hello, investors. We are Western Landscapes. I'm Braden West.
I'm Vincent Rizzo.
Who are we? I'm Braden West. I'm a freshman at Schroeder High School. I play baseball, golf, and I go to the gym.
I'm Vincent. I'm a freshman at Schroeder High School. I like to play baseball, cook, and go to the gym. Don't you hate having to do work outside on a super hot day or not have time or energy to do it yourself?
Well, Western Landscapes Solution. We will cut your grass, pressure wash your home, and as well as clean your windows. Well, what do we offer? We offer lawn care, which includes lawn mowing, weed, and leaf removal,
We offer pressure washing, which includes concrete, deck, and fence washing.
and also window cleaning, which includes residential and small commercial jobs. Our pricing. The average lawn care job is $35,
Our average pressure washing job is going to be $75 per job.
and our average window cleaning will range from $990 to $115 per job. Our marketing. We focus our advertising and marketing towards social media to target the younger demographic who don't have time to do the work themselves, and yard signs to target the older demographic who don't have the energy to do that work. How are we different? Our prices are much lower than large businesses and corporations.
We're also a small local business by young entrepreneurs who focus more on customer satisfaction. Some of our competition is Thomas Landscaping, which goes from $50 to $75 per job. All Clean Power Wash, $250 to $350 per job. And Penfield Window Cleaning, which is about $175 to $350 per job.
And we have done some market research to find the average prices for professional jobs, and we have pivoted our prices to be just under that point to be more competitive in the market. Today, investors, we are asking for $800 for our startup. 550 of that will go to a pressure washer. $31.96 goes to cleaner. 50 of that will go to surface cleaners, and 140 will go to window squeegees and extension pulls, and $9.94 will go to window cleaner. And that brings our total startup cost to $782.63. Economics of our pressure washing. The average price is $75, will take around 4 hours. We have no current labor costs because we are doing the jobs ourselves. It will cost $31.50 for our first 20 jobs, and we will be making $43.50.
The economics of our lawn care is $35 per job. No current labor cost, takes up to 2 hours per job, and our profit per unit is going to be $35.
Economics of window cleaning. Average price is $90 per job and will take around 2 to 3 hours. We have no current labor costs here also. It will cost $753 for our first 20 jobs, and we will make $82.47.
If we were to win, we would use the investments to purchase the necessary equipment to start up our business.
Thank you, investors, for your time and attention. Any questions?
What's your working radius?
Around our neighborhoods right now until we can get our own vehicles to drive.
That was my next question.
Are you guys running pressure washing? You just need a new machine, or do you have a pressure wash?
We currently don't have one, so we need one to do all of our jobs currently.
Do you have any experience with pressure washer, though?
Yes.
Is it something you've worked with?
Yes, I do. Anybody else?
So is it just going to be you two, or are you going to?
Currently, it'll just be us two. If we decide to expand later on, we can hire some of our friends or anybody.
Thank you very much. Next up, we have MJR Auto Detailing.
Hello, how's it going? I'm a senior at Webster Thomas High School, and I'm the CEO of MJR Auto Detailing. I wanted to do something different than what my older friends were telling me they were doing for work, and so I asked my stepdad if he had any buddies who needed help with their own businesses, and before freshman year ended, I started at Supreme Auto Detailing. I've been cleaning automotive vehicles, the exteriors and interiors and exteriors for almost 3 years. I use a 2-step buffing system and a polish for exteriors, and a variety of very safe and strong chemicals to clean the exterior and interior, along with air hose and microfiber cloths to do so. I currently have everything I need to continue doing this work and continue buying everything I need to do it. I have some goals to hopefully get a used car dealership contract, and I want to start cleaning 10 cars or 20 cars a month consistently. I would like to clean a landscaping dump truck, and I would like to start doing major paint corrections because that is the most common question I get asked when I tell people I do this type of work. My competition is Delta Sonic, Flower City Customs, and the other few sole proprietorships in the area. None of them offer major paint corrections on any panel. And I also have a very organized system, and my attention for detail makes me very good at what I do. I consider myself a professional, and my work will speak for itself. My target market are contractors, construction workers, other tradesmen, people that like outdoor activities like camping, hiking, etc. And even students from my school, neighbor school, and students from my EMCC program. My marketing strategies are word of mouth, and I've started a Facebook account where I'll be posting the previous work I've been doing. And I also offer holiday coupons and other special offers for special occasions. The economics of one unit are interiors start at $125 and can only go up from there. And both interior and exterior start at $220 or $300 depending on the size of the vehicle. I think this is very fair in my labor time and my material cost. I'd like to continue to do this work for a while, I would say. I already have everything I need to continue to do it, and I would use the money given to me to put towards a spray gun to do the major paint corrections. I'm asking for $1,200 to do so. Thank you again for listening and your consideration of my business. And those are my number and how you can find me on Facebook.
Have you done ceramic coatings on cars?
I have not done one yet. I've watched my boss do it many times, and I'm actually going to help him do one in the upcoming months.
And what is major paint correction? What does that mean?
When you have a rock chip or even a, not really a rock chip or a deep scratch that takes off the paint and it isn't something that can be buffed out, I will be willing to strip that panel completely and spray the color of your vehicle on while blending the panels next to it so it looks uniform.
Do you need a place to do that, or can you just?
I currently do that from my house, or even my boss sometimes lets me do it, work there.
So you've worked with it before then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you do any of it mobile? Do you go mobile and go to someone's house?
I have not done that. I considered doing that instead of the paint correction, but I just didn't.
Yeah, totally understand. Yeah, absolutely. Only so much time, right?
Yeah.
What inspired you to start this?
I like to say I have a kind of OCD mind and a perfectionist mind. So when I started detailing, I fell in love with it. I loved that rewarding feeling of how it looks when it's done.
Thank you very much. Next up, we have Expressive Echo Tutoring.
Sizzle and shovel. It's your hot ticket to a clear path. The cold dilemma. Shoveling snow in the winter is a chilly challenge. Thick gloves. Can't keep your hands. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. We've all sat through a presentation like that, haven't you? Of course you have. That is why I'm launching my business, Expressive Echo, a premier tutoring service. Expressive Echo, echo your ideas. Now, who am I, the man behind Expressive Echo? Well, am I the Easter Bunny? Only once, and the next coming Friday. I'm actually the vice president of the class of 2024. I'm also a manager at Chipotle, a member of the speech and debate team, a student council liaison, as Mr. Nino knows, and most importantly, I'm endorsed by Captain America himself. Now, what is Expressive Echo exactly? Well, it is a premier tutoring service, nurturing confidence and communication for our students through personalized presentation coaching. Now, you might ask yourself, why would I pay for presentation tutoring? Well, let me tell you. 70% of experts say it's critical for career success and boosts leadership qualities. Don't you want your child to be a leader, not a follower? Now, presentation coaching sessions, what will they contain? Well, for starters, we'll have content development. Make sure that your child has everything they need in their presentations. Of course, we'll also focus on delivery techniques. Make sure everything is in a smooth order and sounds great. We'll also have, of course, overcoming stage fright. I hope you guys can't tell, but I am a bit nervous to be up here. My heart rate's a little fast. It's not good for my blood pressure, but I'm up here anyway. Thank you. Body language is important. You don't want me swaying side to side, because that's a distraction to all of you. That I stand still, firm, tall, and again, don't look like I'm terrified. And of course, voice modulation. None of you want me to yell or be really, really quiet. Now, of course, I have many great reviews, and just don't take my word for it. Take it from our good friends, J&J, Sizzle and Shovel, and of course, Backlink. Now, here's some great photos of what my job has done. Now, of course, what is our marketing plan? Well, let me tell you. Many people here in the audience are parents, parents who have children. And obviously, if you're a parent coming to this event, you care about your child's academics, and you are my primary target. Because you want to see your child succeed to be a leader. And events like these at schools from mouth to mouth, word to word, was how I'm going to expand my business. And I hope that you like to brag about your child. So I hope when you brag about your child, you mention Expressive Echo helping your child become more of a leader. And of course, we're going to market through our friends, J&J, once they expand. Now, our finances. You might be questioning, well, what is it going to take to finance such an amazing, fabulous business? Well, the operating cost is actually $0. It's just my own time. And of course, lessons will be sold around $25 per session, as the average tutoring session in the state of New York is $30. We started a bit lower before, as I get used to more of the tutoring sessions and develop my business. Now, when Echo succeeds, not if, but when, we're going to grow and expand. Through learning more slideshow services such as PowerPoint. As school districts like Penfield use PowerPoint instead of Google Slides, we'll hire more tutors to expand so we can have more students and open more services such as speech writing assistance. Now, what I'm asking for is about $355. As I graduate in less than about 90 days, I won't have access to my Webster CDC provided Chromebook, which has been a great help for starting this business. I'll need a new laptop. I'll also love to expand my expertise through search services as PowerPoint and Canva, which is about $80 a year for PowerPoint. And of course, generative AI. Why? Because image generating helps create personality in each and every individual's presentation, makes it more unique, instead of just pulling off the first photo found on Google. Thank you, investors. And any questions?
Roman, how long is a session?
I hope to go around about an hour per session, so I don't take on economic loss, compared to my wages at Chipotle and things like that.
And your target age group?
More of students, probably even college-age students once I get there, next year. Of course, I hope to market more towards the parents who want to see their child succeed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next up, we have smart planning.
Welcome aboard, investors, to Smart Planning, a vacation made for you. My name is Nicole, I'm 18 years old, and I love traveling, just like most of you in this room. But as you all know, traveling takes a lot of planning, and I hate doing that. And I hate seeing my mom do it. I hate seeing her stressful and having 50 tabs open on her computer, and it's just very stressful, especially when you plan on staying under budget, but it's very hard when you don't know where to go. So my dream is to be like them. Think of all your travel apps in one. This business will start off as a smart planning website and eventually become an app after generating enough money and seeing the success rates of the business. Unlike other traveling businesses, the smart planning website will create a budget that will be created by you and for you. The main features of this website is obviously the budget, so you can put whatever minimum and maximum that you want to spend on your trip. And the other main feature is, thanks to Lisa, owner of Lala's, I got the idea of having like an extra note for travelers. Let's say you're going to somewhere new and you don't know really what to expect for the nature, and let's say someone noticed they need a special cream, so they would put it in the travel note section, and you know what to bring. And obviously it will be accessible to all over the world. I had a 14-day trial with the squarespace.com for creating a website. It's not complete yet, but here are my services. Basic is for families, and then I have a business one, so it will generate different information if you want to go on a business trips, if you're a business owner. And here's a little who I am. And then there's going to be a contact info page. And then here the fun begins. You put in your budget, your name, where you want to go, however many people are going, and how long you intend on staying. And then once you click submit, it will come up with a list of hotels with the ratings and a link to bring you to that website so you can book your stay at the hotel. Not only hotels, but as well as restaurants and places to visit while you're at your vacation. There's another format of this website, so basically what I just said, just in a better form. Thanks to our social media, promoting a business is easier than ever. I would promote on TikTok, YouTube ads, Amazon, Instagram, and thanks to Backlinked, through them as well. My target markets are travelers, explorers, families, and as well as businesses. I have 3 financing options for my business. One are ads. Ads can bring views, which bring clients, and thankfully, ads can be cheap. I would get $18 on average for about 1,000 views, and according to Nutshell.com, it costs anywhere from $15 to $200 a day for social media advertising. The other financing option is having pop-up ads on the website as well as the app in the future. Basically, for example, if Amazon wants me to promote them having like a bag for traveling, it would be a pop-up ad for the travelers, and it would be just beneficial for the travelers. And lastly, the website and the app will have a paying option if they don't like the ads. So the future of my business. As said in previous slides, the future goals of this business is to create a sufficient app and to make traveling fun and easy and experience for all, and most of all, affordable. This app would be accessible in both Apple Store and as well as Play Store. If I were to win, I would use the money to finish the website and have it done as to my vision. And later, as time passes and the website grows and people keep clicking on the ads, I will get a loan to create an app and create revenue by the ads and the monthly fee for members. My asking price is $700 that will go into the upholding of the website, which is $55 a month, and the rest for the advertising. Thank you for flying with us, and I hope you use this for the future. Any questions?
I didn't hear you mention anything about airlines.
So it won't be based on airlines, it's just for where you're going to travel. So the airlines you would unfortunately just have to book on your own. But mine is just finding hotels, restaurants, and places to go if you're in a family. But for businesses, it will be as well as hotels and places to go have your meetings at. Of course, under budget.
All right, thank you very much. Next up, we have M&M Athletics.
Hi, our business is M&M Athletics. I'm Megan Springer.
And I'm Maddie Strelick.
Our business profile is offering lacrosse and field hockey goalie training lessons to kids aged 4 through 18. The goal of our training sessions is to help our goalies grow their interest, excel in their physical abilities by enhancing their skill set, and improve their mental strength.
Our next steps, this summer we plan to expand our clientele, and I'm planning on going to the Air Force, so we're hoping to find another field hockey goalie coach, and Megan is going to college in Michigan, so she can continue to coach during the summer breaks and when she's home for winter as well.
Some of our competitors include Lax Goalie Rat, which are online lacrosse goalie training sessions that go for around $200. Also, there's Deny Goalkeeping, which is lacrosse and field hockey specific. Sessions go for about $30 per person for an hour-long session shared between several other goalies. And then there's also Evolve Field Hockey, which is a team that offers goalie lessons for $50 an hour.
And some of our competitive advantages, unlike Lax Goalie Rat, we work in person, one-on-one with our goalies, so we can develop personal relationships with them. And our sessions go for $25 an hour, so we're much more affordable than other coaches.
Our target market are lacrosse and field hockey goalies ages 4 to 18 in the greater Rochester area.
Our marketing strategies are we have volunteered at youth club practices to get familiar with young goalies and speak to their parents about private lessons. We can also contact travel teams and offer them our services, and we also market our company on our Instagram.
An hour session for one goalie is $25 an hour. A session for 2 goalies is $45 total for 1 hour. And for 3 or more goalies, it is $30 per goalie for 1 hour.
For our startup investment, we are asking for $750 in order to purchase a pop-up field hockey goal and pop-up lacrosse goal to make our business completely travel-friendly. So we would be able to host lessons anywhere and make it the most convenient for our clients.
Thank you. Any questions?
So my first question is in regards to, would you travel to homes of some of younger players?
Yeah, so hopefully if we are able to purchase the pop-up goals, we would be able to travel anywhere that's most convenient, so that could include their homes or public parks in the area that they live.
Great. And then you also said that you would contact youth coaches or travel coaches.
Yes.
Would you go to practices then?
Yes, so I've been working with WWLC, which is the youth lacrosse program in Webster, and I volunteer my time at their practices, and through that I'm able to create connections with parents and work with their kids.
Very good.
All right, thank you very much. Next up, we have on the line.
Hello, my name is Juliana Framusa, and I am here with my company On the Line. I'm a junior at Webster Schrader High School. I play 3 sports, including volleyball, and this past season I was a part of the 2023 girls state champion volleyball team. Thank you. Over my volleyball career, I have noticed inaccurate line calls, whether that is due to lack of line judges or simply just wrong calls. My solution is cameras focused on the court line for instant replay to the scores table. At the top of this slide, you can see a picture of what my system would look like fully set up. Below that, you will see a diagram of the court with up and down ref locations labeled, along with where my cameras are located. When we don't have line judges during games, this causes up and down refs to do 2 jobs. This is problematic because from where they're located, you can't really see the lines very well, which causes the inaccurate calls. This slide shows a green line, which is the sideline of a volleyball court. On the next slide, there will be 2 videos, and I want you to tell me which ball is in and which ball is out. Go. Now, as you can see, it is very difficult when the ball is in full motion. Go. This slide, when you slow down the video and take a snapshot of the video, you can see that the video on the left is the ball landing out of bounds, and the video on the right is the ball landing in bounds. This is also, the previous picture is what the judge would see when they go to replay a line call. My competition would primarily be line judges. They cost $55 to $75 per game. We have roughly 32 games per season, including girls and boys varsity volleyball. This totals around $2,000 a season. My other competitor would be Hawkeye. That's primarily used in tennis, if they ever brought that to lower level volleyball. What that is a 6 to 7 high performance cameras throughout a facility, which costs roughly $60,000 to $70,000 to install. For my marketing plan, I would start by implementing my prototype at Schrader volleyball games. Once I do that, I would invite schools and colleges from around the area to come and see my technology in action. The total cost of supplies that I need is $365. However, if the school does not have a computer already at the scores table, I would need to additionally supply that. I would charge a $100 installation fee for me going and setting up the cameras. So the total would be $465 or $765 with a computer. Today, I'm asking for $580 to buy another system so I can continue to develop the software while the other system is in use at a school. If I were to win, I would continue to develop my system to make it easier for the line judges to review. Following that, I would work towards the goal that the system is fully automated, involving no user judgment. Thank you for your time. Any questions?
I've been waiting for you to come out here because I have a volleyball daughter.
Oh,
I've
really?
watched a lot of volleyball matches, but would this replace the line judges, or is this like the tennis where you see the little ball hit the ground?
Yes, so seeing as though currently we don't have any line judges during our games for in-season games, this would be in replace of the line judges, yes. And what it would be is the judges would go back to the computer and they could see that the snapshot that I had showed you, well, rather the video, and then they could slow it down to see where the ball would exactly hit.
So the up judge and down judge who could make the calls, they can go there and it's like an instant replay basically.
Yes, so they could, or I was more thinking, since we already have people at the scores table keeping book and doing score, they could also just control the computer.
So are
Go ahead.
Are there any current regulations on this?
No, but seeing as though in Section 5 currently right now, we do record our games through Huddle, and we also have social media influencers come to our game and record, there shouldn't be any problems with regulations with recording.
Where are the cameras set up? Because players get in the way of line calls.
Yes, so the cameras will be out of bounds, so there shouldn't be any player interference with the cameras.
At floor level?
Yes, so they are on floor level, but they, again, are away from the court, out of bounds.
Can you estimate how long it would take to review a call if you had to stop play, if something was close and you needed to go to the review?
Honestly, 30 seconds to a minute maximum. Currently, what I'm working on right now is making what they call activity zones. So I would make the line an activity zone. So when the ball would hit the line, or like an inch or two around the line, that would make like a, do you have a Nest camera or a, yes. So you know how you have like, if someone is in your driveway, you can make an activity zone. So if someone pulls into your driveway, it sends you a notification.
Okay.
So it's kind of like that with the activity zones. Once it hits the line, it would make like a notification. So they just have to click the most recent notification.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Would you do that to manage like just the end lines or like the sidelines as well?
Both. So as you can see in the diagram, I would have one for the sideline and then one for the end line, and then the same on the other side.
Thank you very much. And last but not least is two-man.
Alrighty, good evening, investors. My name is Evan Catron, and I'm the CEO.
And I'm Calvin Little, the CPO.
Our business is two-man, and we are asking for $900. Our concept for our business is a result of all the issues we've had as consumers in the past. Expensive fees, limited selection, overpriced products, etc. Our business aims to remove all of those problems and provide convenience to our clients. We offer designer items as well as vintage items for a lower price than our competition. Our fees are low, our products are diverse, and we take a very personal approach to our sales. As you can see in the box, we included 2 of our custom stickers, which we include in each order.
Our business, Two-Man, is a streetwear and sneaker reselling hub made to cater to the needs of our clientele. We offer very competitive prices, as well as attentive care to each item before shipping out. To ensure profit as a reseller, we must anticipate the resale value of an item in comparison to the retail price, usually on a drop. We calculate the cost of shipping and incorporate that into the cost of the item to offer free shipping, which tends to be more appealing to customers. My partner and I are both highly experienced in the streetwear scene and have an abundance of knowledge to make the right decisions on what clothing or shoes to purchase. In the future, we hope to provide a selling platform for everybody to use while taking a small commission out of each sale. We also intend to branch out into a clothing brand on top of a reselling site once we have enough net pay.
Alrighty, so at our current state, we have a website that is run by Wix. We previously subscribed to a Wix package that created email campaigns and offered more payment options through our website. We decided it wasn't in our best interest because they took a fee from purchases that were made through our website, and we would have to continue paying the annual fee to keep our domain name, which is just not a good investment for us. So what are we going to do going forward? We're going to buy a domain name outright, so that will prevent the annual cost for us, and I'm going to create our website from scratch. I studied graphic design for 2 years at Eastern Monroe Career Center, so I'm fairly qualified to build and manage our website. Then, once the website is built, we're going to advertise through social media and possibly run Google Ads as well. A few goals for the near future are to finish our website and own the domain name to keep it running for life, go from a small business to a hub for people to not only buy but sell products through us as well, and create a personal brand to design and sell our own line of products. So what you see before you is a few ideas that I designed for our brand. As you can see, we are both wearing that shirt on the left. And the one on the right is just another prototype I made. That logo I also made myself. I used Adobe Illustrator to make it.
We have some competition. We have a few large competitors that have control over the market at the moment. The reason we will be able to stand out from these competitors is because we have much lower prices than them, and they only offer select category of goods, usually designer clothing and expensive sneakers for a high price. We sell that same category of goods for a lower price and other varieties of goods as well. Some examples of this are vintage clothing, streetwear, or athletic wear.
And I'm just going to explain this really quickly because I know it can be a lot to look at a glance. So that retail price is likely the price that our competitor obtained the item at, and they're able to then set whatever price they really feel like because there's not that many high competitors for them right now. There's a few that run the industry. So as you can see, they have very high prices, and they also have added fees on top, which we stand out because we offer lower fees and lower prices. Because if we're able to get that same exact product for retail price on usually what's called a drop, there's a limited quantity of them that release at one time. If we can get that for the retail price, then we'll be able to set a price of, say, $400 for this exact shoe, still generate a lot of profit, and stand out with a lower price. So this is an example of a competitor's price versus two-man's price on the same exact product, same size, same color, and they're both used. So on the left there is one of our competitors, which is $261 for a hoodie that we are selling for just $150. And also, they have a fee on top of that, and our fee is lower. So our target market can be any kind of adult, but we mainly target men, teenage to mid-30s. This age group is typically more interested in the kind of fashion that we offer, and our color scheme and business name attracts more men than women, and that's according to YEA analytics. The global streetwear market was valued at $173 billion US in 2021, and it's expected to expand at a compound annual growth rate of 3.52%, reaching $230 billion by 2028. So clearly the market is growing, and we just have to meet that and able to get some profit.
Our marketing strategies: we will use our social media accounts on Instagram and TikTok to push our website through their advertising options. Instagram, for example, costs around 3 cents to 8 cents per engagement. We also, you all got some, we also include stickers in each order with our Instagram username on them, so our customers will be representing us.
Alrighty, so taking a look at economics here. So we typically sell shoes or designer clothing, like I said. The average cost for a pair of shoes that we would usually purchase is around $100, either looking at the used market or, like I said, getting one of those products on a limited quantity drop. So, and clothing would be around $40 typically on average. And we sell the shoes for around $130 to $150, depending on the popularity of the shoe. We use a similar markup for clothing, selling each product around $55. An example of this is buying a pair of Air Jordans or also those Nike Dunks that were just passed around for around $90, cleaning them up and taking better listing photos using our home stage, which we'll explain later. And just from those two changes, we could expect to make around $50. So, like I said, this is the home stage here. It's just a plain white table with a piece of foam board behind it, and we also have soft lighting to eliminate shadows. So in the middle there is just a blank image of the stage, and then with kind of a placeholder product in there, just so you can see what it looks like. It's a lot cleaner and more appealing to customers as opposed to whatever your door in the background or a carpet, just something unappealing to customers.
So our profit margins: we can't provide a fixed profit margin for all of our sales because of the wide range of products we offer, but we haven't made a sale where we lost money. We buy things low when we know they are in high demand, or even when they are projected to be in high demand, and sell them either right away when the value is sufficient to make profit. We typically make about $30 to $50 on each sale.
So this is just a quick look at our website and the way that it looks. This is the mobile website. We also have it on desktop as well. So I tried to make it very user-friendly, sleek, and minimal. And it also has access to our email and Instagram, which it will show at the bottom. There's a little toolbar in which it will click on in just a second, and it will bring us to the email on the left or the Instagram right there. So it opens up and shows a quick look at the Instagram to kind of utilize the website in the best way possible. Alrighty, so once again, we are asking for $900. We'll need $200 to buy our website domain outright and build an independent website from the ground up, $100 for ads to push our website to more potential customers, $200 for business expenses such as packaging, envelopes, and our custom stickers for each order, and the final $400 will be spent on inventory and creating prototypes for our personal brand to grow interest. And what you see there is a calendar showing some of those sneaker releases that I talked about, which you're able to get the shoes for a retail price, which then we could hold on to until they grow value or sell them immediately if they're very high demand. That is all. We appreciate your attention and consideration. Thank you. Thank you. Feel free to ask any questions.
The description that you have says that you're a consignment business, but then you talk about buying and having inventory. So where do you think the mix is going to be between what you've got in inventory and then how are you going to handle consignments?
So I would say the mix would be that right now we're not in a position to hold that much inventory, so we're more looking to kind of buy things at that low retail price or get a used price and then kind of just get those out as much as we can and just cycle through the products because we don't have like a warehouse or anything like that. So that's how we're handling inventory at the moment. So,
and how are you handling consignments? If I've got something that I want you to sell, how do you handle that?
So we would basically, like we said, we have a high experience in this field, so we know what to look for to authenticate the shoes. So we would have them ship the shoes to us. If they wanted, they could have them clean us for an extra fee, and then we would kind of package them up and we would take a fee from them before we sell them.
So is the shoes that you passed around, is that something that's actually something you're trying to sell right now?
Yeah, that was just one of the pairs of shoes that we're holding on to right now.
Okay.
Those, as you can see, they're in pretty good condition, but we actually did buy them used for around $90, like I said, and then clean them up so that they look nice, and we have them ready to sell right now.
Gotcha. Very good. Thanks.
Absolutely. Anything else?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
So that is the last presentation that we have for this evening. I'd like to thank everybody for all the hard work that they did. These guys have done a great job. The panel and I are going to be heading into the room to go through and get our deliberations done. Please know over on the side for you, we have some water and chocolate chip cookies if you want. Have at it. We should be back in about 20 minutes to announce our award distribution for the night. Thank you. Pictures. We're going to start doing out our allocations now. Let's see, first one up. Let's see, we had JJS Services, got 450. Next up, we had J&J Marketing, who got 605. Next up was the Wondershare app, who got 450. Next up was Backlinked, and they got 225. Next up is Meeson Embroidery, and they got 675. Next up is Culinary Revolution, who got 300. Next up is Volt Energy, who got 250. Next was Elevate Wallets, who got 200. Addie's Beaded Boutique got 150. Revolt Energy was next, and they got 250. LC Welding and Repair was next, and they got 600. Then we had Western Landscapes, and they got 150. We had MJR Auto Detailing, and they got 350. Expressive Echo Tutoring got 400. Smart Planning was next, and they got 220. Then we had M&M Athletics, and they got 250. Then we had On the Line, and they got 525. And finally, Two Man, and they got 250. And for our Saunders Cup, and this is going to be our second runner-up. Our second runner-up tonight was On the Line. Our runner-up tonight, which will take the place of the champion business should anything go wrong or we find that you're using steroids, is J&J Marketing. And our champion was Expressive Echo Tutoring. Thank you all so much for your time tonight. We are going to ask at this point if all of our businesses could get up there, get on the staircase along with all of our investors as well. What's that? Oh, he said he didn't want to.